Well, anyway, I think we got too much light in this motherfucker. But anyways, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm chilling today. Just got off work. It's 1 something in the morning, just cooling. I feel a little tired today, even though today was an easy day. I'm probably mostly a little bit stoned. What's up with y'all? Chilling? For sure. Well, anyways, my point I wanted to make today was, how the fuck do you quit smoking cigarettes? Me personally, I quit smoking cigarettes about 1.5 years ago. I started smoking when I was around 11 or 12 years old, maybe a little even sooner. I vividly remember my first cigarette being when I was a 9-year-old. My aunt, Titi Madi, she gave me a cigarette when I was 9 years old. She exclaimed that it was my 9th birthday and I was a man and I could have a cigarette. So, she lit me one up, I took a puff, I coughed my motherfucking brains out. It was the most horrible shit in the world. I couldn't get the taste of my mouth for nothing. I was like, how do people ingest these things and inhale them? I swore I would never ever smoke a cigarette. Fast forward to a couple years later, 3 years later in school, a little more socially conscious, a little more socially aware, a little later in my development stages in life, and experimenting with things, being curious. I start picking up cigarettes from the ashtray. That was my dog. She's wilding out. I don't know what's wrong with her right now. You good, puppy? I got 2 dogs. I got a Lola and a Tallulah. I'll show you them fools later. I'll post videos of them. I got a little pit bull and a Chihuahua. They're amazing. I love them. But besides from my dogs whom I love so much, let's go back to this story about my Titi Madi, who gave me a cigarette when I was 9. So anyway, she gave me a cigarette a couple years later. Blase, blah, blah, blah. I'm experimenting. I'm curious about life. And I start taking cigarette butts out of ashtrays around the house from my stepfather, from my mother. And I start smoking them privately. And when I take out the garbage, take like 3-4 cigarette butts with me and a lighter, cuff a lighter from one of them motherfuckers, and go sneak off and take a couple puffs. And I first noticed that it was hard to inhale, but it gave me a buzz, like a head rush. It was really fun, really neat at that age. So I kept smoking, just experimenting with the high, the nicotine high that it gave me. And needless to say, I started smoking. It became pretty much a habit up until 1.5 years ago, around when I was about 24, 25-ish. I was smoking. That's crazy. So definitely over 10 years being a smoker. I decided to quit. I was done. And really, I didn't quit overnight. It was kind of a gradual process. But it started instantly. Like my answer was clear instantly that I was going to quit. There's some people that they probably enjoy cigarettes. They'll probably never quit. But for me, I wasn't a person that enjoyed tobacco that much. The taste wasn't great, and I really didn't enjoy. It made me feel like I was lagging, like I was slow with too much. Too much of it made me feel slow. So gradually over the years, I became from a pack-a-day smoker from the age of 12. I gradually stopped and I was smoking around 4 or 5 cigarettes a day to the point where people were like, look, man, you should just quit. You only smoke 4 or 5 cigarettes a day. It's barely nothing. So it tapered off. I still needed my fix though. Every time I had to smoke a doobie allegedly or something like that, you drink, you smoke. So it actually got heavy in the later years and tapered down a little bit. And one day Allegedly, I had a psychedelic trip. I had already experienced with LSD allegedly, and it was very profound, my first experience with that. I'll make another video specifically about my first experience with LSD allegedly, and how it opened up my mind, and how it brought me to the possibility of so much more, and it made real my gut feelings about life. There's certain things that I always had a premonition about, I always had a strong feeling about, and these psychedelic experiences allegedly, they've coaxed a whole new side of myself that was lurking in the beautiful depths of my soul, of my personality. It just allowed me to be me a little bit more. And I had an experience with this stuff. And during one of these mystical experiences, allegedly, I remember my mind, myself, just thinking to myself, sort of, it came to me, I can't explain it. It just came to me, it hit me. It hit me that tobacco wasn't good for me, and that I was going to quit smoking. I was going to stop. I was adamant about this. I was serious. So, I come down off the trip, and I started, I set myself limits. I allowed myself to smoke a black amount, smoke blah, 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 smoke a cigarette, but my ego was still trying to play tricks on me. And it was bargaining with myself. I was bargaining with myself. And I told myself I'd get myself more expensive cigarettes. I'd get organic cigarettes. Needless to say, I just didn't enjoy it. I wasn't enjoying it. So, I quit. No more. Now, I know nicotine has certain benefits. The nicotine by itself, don't quote me on none of this shit, but I've heard somewhere that nicotine has benefits, good benefits. I can imagine it does, because when you get that first rush, it is a feeling of euphoria. And all euphoric feelings, or all euphoric, let me rephrase this, any type of substance or thing that brings about any euphoric feeling is a good thing. So I believe nicotine is good in its own aspect, but for me, tobacco, I had to cut it out of my life. But what I do smoke is marijuana. I sort of replaced it with marijuana. That's that good, man. Yeah. How to stop smoking cigarettes, motherfucker. Have a mystical experience. Replace it with marijuana. Simple as that. There's a YouTube channel that I love to watch called Custom Grow 420. Shout out Jolioli. Pretty much he has the same views as me when it comes to this. He has also quit smoking cigarettes with marijuana. Come on, folks. Tobacco's fucking with you. Do some research. Maybe I should do some of my own. Till next time, talking out of my ass. We'll leave you with that. Bitches. I love you. Bye.